everyone. I'm here in Chantilly, Virginia, in the parking lot getting ready to go to the Dulles Expo Center for Brickfair here in Virginia. This is actually day 2 of Brickfair, so it's Sunday. I didn't buy a ticket for the first day, Saturday, because I actually don't live in this area. I just work here, so that was an extra day for me to be home. But yeah, we're getting ready to go in. Parking lot's already full out here at the Expo Center, and hopefully there'll be some good stuff in there that we can check out. All right, so I'm here at Brickfair with Nate. Nate, this is your booth. Why don't you go ahead and tell us something about it here?
Yeah, hey, Nate Mielnik, Brickdistorted on Instagram. These are my, what I call distorted builds, where I take existing Lego sets and rebuild them in vibrant, wild color, sort of reimagined. Yeah, I've been doing this, I started doing this around 2018, 2019. Ultimately, there were sets that I wanted that were too expensive. And so I would find the instructions and I tried to rebuild them with just the pieces I had. And then it inspired me to revisit a lot of the existing sets I had and build them again with other parts I had and start to recolor them. And over time, I started to get in more color theory and learn a lot more about color. And so that became my platform for creating Lego.
Now, I noticed you use architecture and the buses a lot. Were you already collecting those, or you just kind of like the base of what they give you to do?
The architecture was how I actually got into Lego entirely. My first set was the Falling Water set. I think it was like 2012. So I collected all of the architecture sets. That was my gateway into Lego. Once I got through recoloring almost all of those, that's when I started exploring Star Wars, because specifically the Stormtrooper helmet came out because it's solid white. It looked like a great canvas and something to explore with. So I started on that. I got really strong reaction because the Star Wars is very popular. And so I just kept going with the helmets from there.
Okay, and I see the base for a lot of these out of sets. I actually have like the Great Wave, Taj Mahal, Statue of Liberty. Yeah. I noticed there's a piece that I can't recognize up here.
Yeah, so this is my first original piece. I just finished it a few weeks ago. It's a mosaic. It's an abstract piece that I was working on for a long time. So I started getting into mosaics a little bit. I wanted to try something kind of big and unique, different, and kind of explore colors and textures a bit. So yeah, my first ever original piece.
Nice, nice. And here's your socials right there.
Yes, Brickdistorted on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, all of those. Yeah.
All right. Well, is there anything else you want to say before we cut out of here?
This is this Gotham is a collaboration I did with Virginia Bricks. This is my first time I ever did any collaborations. She's right down there. She does a lot of mosaics. And this is another collab that I did on the Milky Way with Taylor Dozier of Bricks and Chaos. And we actually won a Brickie this year for Best Lit. So that's the first time I've ever won. She's won a few times. But
really? No, I just now saw that. That is actually a rather great piece right there with the light kit. And you said you just won a...
Yeah, we won Brickie, the award for Best Lit Mock at the convention.
Okay. All right, well, thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm here at the NOVA-LUG table here at Brickfair, and there's this amazing build of this dog right here. It is actually a 3D build. As you can see it, as I move to the side, it actually comes out of the wall there, or off the plate, see? So, it's just a really cool looking build, really great, and I'm going to go ahead and go talk to the creator of this piece right now. Okay, so I'm here with the creator of the piece. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Falaise. I live in South Riding, Virginia, just a little west of here. So I saw this piece on Instagram. It's mbrick_art. He's an artist from France, and it just blew me away. So I decided I wanted to try something in the same style. So this is I've done some other mosaics. This is our dog Gunther. He's 3 years old. And as soon as the last Brickfair in Fredericksburg was over, I got to work. It took me a couple of months to do the main part of the work. And it was actually in the King's Park Library for the month of June. And then when I brought it home, I added some more pieces and brought it here. And there it is. I'm a part of NOVA-LUG, which is a Northern Virginia Lego users group. Here is our QR code if you're interested in being a part of an adult Lego group that gets together once a month to build. We have a great time, and that's us.
What was the name of the piece?
It's called Who's a Good Boy? That's our dog Gunther, but don't we all say that to our dogs? He's a good boy, he's a toy. I also have this. This is my Zelda dragon from Tears to the Kingdom.
Oh, that is great.
Dragon. Yeah. It's right there.
Okay. And to actually build the base of Who's a Good Boy, did you have to take pictures and like put it into that pixel program that Lego Art uses?
A website I use is called Lego Art Remix.
Okay.
And if you Google that or Google Lego Mosaic, it's one of the ones that comes up. Gives you a lot of options for changing the size of your picture, or the hues, or the colors of Lego pieces you have to do your own piece.
Okay. And is this also one of your builds here?
My son's.
Oh, your son. Okay.
My son is here somewhere. One of his friends is here, so they're having a good time checking out all the builds. So this one's his.
Nice. Got a lot of talent. I'm a Lego collector, but I cannot build a mock to save my life. So I am always in awe of everyone that does mocks. So anyway, thank you for talking with us.
Nice to meet you.
Yep. And I'll see you around here.
All right.
Okay, so I'm here with Connor from Wombat Combat Pictures. Connor, here we go.
Hi, I'm Connor Hoffman from Wombat Combat Pictures. This is what I do. These are all Bionicle creations I make on my website and my YouTube channel. A lot of them were inspired by the Total Project games, and then a lot of these over here are just inspired by canon characters from the Bionicle story.
And how long does each build take, approximately?
Ooh, so I sometimes, the extra time I spend building is like probably 2 or 3 days, but then I actually spend like several months like looking at the mock and finalizing it. So between like, in total, maybe like 1 to 4 months, probably. But that's just because I'm a perfectionist.
And do you have a favorite figure in here?
My favorite figure, probably this one. This is my favorite, just because I built that like 10 years ago, and I was so happy with the design that it's almost unchanged since then. But arguably my best figure is obviously this one, the big golden guy in a chair, the master. Whenever someone asks, I usually point to him and I say, yeah, he's my favorite.
But yeah, he comes with that throne. That looks
Yeah.
pretty nice.
Yeah.
Okay, and the name of your channel is Wombat Combat?
Yep, Wombat Combat Pictures on YouTube. You can find me just by looking at youtube.com/Wombat Combat Pictures. Or you can go to the QR code, which just takes you to wombatcombatpictures.com, and there's links to everything there.
All right, well, thank you for joining me here at Brickfair.
Thank you.
All right, so I'm here with Matthew, who built St. Peter's Basilica right here. Matthew, what was the inspiration for you choosing this?
So there were a couple things that inspired me. First of all, when I was really little, I used to want to be the Pope, so I've always had a following with the Vatican. But also, I go to Catholic University in DC, right across the street from the Basilica of the National Shrine of the Immaculate Conception, largest church in North America. I built that last year, and it inspired me. I was like, I want to build St. Peter's at the same scale. I did not realize how much bigger that scale is, or how much bigger St. Peter's is. That it's such a small scale.
And altogether, about how many pieces are here?
So there are about 10,000 pieces. Just the ground alone is about 4,000.
Wow, 4,000 pieces just on the ground and base, huh?
And the columns, and even there's some columns on the windows on the side too. They're all made up of candlestick pieces, and those there are about 1,500 of those.
Okay, and altogether about 3.5 months of building?
Yep.
All right. And do you still want to be the Pope, or you want to go into architecture?
I have no idea what I want to do. I want to do something with film, ideally, but we work in Catholic documentaries.
Okay. All right. No, that sounds great, man. This is a really incredible build. I heard that you won.
I didn't win. I'm
Okay.
building my trophy right now.
Okay. And what was it that you won?
So I won Best Micro.
Okay.
And it was voted on by all the exhibitors here. So
Okay. So this isn't from fans. It's from other exhibitors that
Yeah.
voted. No, that's really great. And good luck with everything.
Hi, it's Eric Larson with Panzer Bricklabs, and this is a collaboration on the Battle of the Falaise Pocket and the end of the battles in Normandy in 1944. We kind of wanted to represent the ending stages of the battle rather than D-Day, which a lot of people do. This is the encirclement of the German 7th Army and their escape from the Falaise Pocket. We want to show the German 7th had abandoned a lot of their equipment and make their way across the bridges at Saint-Lambert-sur-Digue, which is the only bridges that can support German armor and their only real way of making an escape. So we want to kind of model the flow of soldiers trying to escape in kind of a panic. And then at the same time, we copied all historical buildings that still exist in Saint-Lambert. So they're still there today that you can see, and we did a lot of copies of the photographs that we actually had. The Germans used the church as a headquarters to organize the breakout. So we want to kind of show the communication that was going on and the decision making as they tried to pick which ways they could come out of the pocket. And then as we move further on, as they go down the road into actually the corridor of death, they called it, where the German army mainly got destroyed, I wanted to show a lot of the hedgerows that we had to deal with in fighting in the bocage in Normandy. And I wanted to show the Americans coming and encircling from the south. A lot of the Germans just choosing to surrender. You know, they made the choice that their fighting was done for them. The war was definitely being over. And on the north side, we have the Canadians and the Poles closing the gap from the north end. So, kind of wanted to visualize what that looked like with the troops escaping out of the pocket. We'll be impressed by both sides, both Allied sides.
Oh, so this is the corridor of death you're talking about.
So this is the corridor of real death, and this is a little bit safer corridor.
Oh, safer, real death.
Yeah,
Okay.
if you were on the north side, you were getting hit hard by the tanks that were coming in from the Poles and the Canadians, and artillery was firing over open sights into the road. So not many Germans had a chance in the corridor of death. It was a pretty tough one.
Okay, and here's the Polish army?
Yeah, the Polish 1st Armored Brigade came in. So we modeled the Polish Firefly and actually Polish troops who got their insignia on their sleeves. You don't see a lot of Polish stuff, and this is the most famous battle for Poland and France, I think, Battle of the Mace Hill 262, which was a little bit further away from here, but I needed to show the Poles' part in the battle being a success.
And you mentioned a Canadian Victoria Cross winner?
Yes, David Currie is the only Canadian to win a Victoria Cross who was with armor. His tank Clanky is here, and a couple of the Argyle cylinder Canadian troops. And it's a famous photograph of the Canadian Photo Corps was there taking a picture of German prisoners being taken. So it's a pretty iconic photograph for Canadians and David Currie winning the cross.
Okay, and I'm going to get you on camera, is that right?
Sure.
All right, you said you're with Bricklabs?
Panzer Bricklabs. We make larger collabs and do mocks like this so we can have these a little bit smaller scale than other companies do. It really fits in with our buildings and the minifigs and adds it's a little bit more level of detail that we really appreciate. We're telling historical stories. We like the realistic kind of look that it provides. So we provide a lot of the vehicles that are on here. A lot of the figures, a lot of the prints all come from us. We're happy to help anybody with any project they have as well.
Okay, and you said you will tear this down and start a new one next year, is that right?
Yeah, if you go to any of our past brick fairs, we've had some other large builds. Those are broken down and we're reconstituting in this. We had submarine pins one year that are now part of the church. We had a train station. It's now these buildings. A lot of the dark tan groundwork came from those. So in order to create something new, we have to break down the old. That's the beauty of Lego. You get to always make something new.
And where are you based out of?
In Herndon, Virginia. So we're close to the fair. It makes it easy to bring it by U-Haul. And then we can actually take the full 3 days to build it once we arrive here on Wednesday.
Okay. And I think you have an online?
Yeah, panzerbricklabs.com.
All right. That's panzerbricklabs.com. Thank you for taking time to talk with me.
Thank you very much.
Yep. Okay, being a Harry Potter fan, of course, I got to stop at the massive Harry Potter mock build. Look at the size of this Hogwarts. To include a bigger Quidditch pitch than what's been released through their sets, you actually have the standalone owlery right there. See the owl?
That's not the church.
And then it leads to Hogsmeade
Smaller.
down there.
Yeah.
So you have Hogsmeade Village down there on the end as well. So yes. And you notice the Wombat carriage right there with Fleur coming out of the door, and there's Gabrielle for some reason on the roof. And then we move across here to the Durmstrang ship, which is pretty cool. And Emmett, for some reason, is on the Durmstrang ship. Although I'm sure it's probably an Easter egg to find. So yeah, we're coming around. We have the Tri-Wizard tournament. They're there on the stands. Yep. I found Dumbledore. The one from a Chocolate Frog card. But yeah, here's the Tri-Wizard tournament stands. And then here they are underneath in the Black Lake. So, yep, here we go, more coming around. Oh, and this set's actually just called, there it goes, the Hogwarts Express. This set's actually just called The Wizarding World. It's by Daniel Konstatsky, who's 40 years old, from Wilmington, Delaware. So here's the front half of the castle. There's really cool looking diorama. Here, I can get a better view of it now that some people have cleared out. Yeah. That is just a massive diorama build for the Harry Potter Wizarding World. Okay, so here at Brickfair, I'm here with Virginia Bricks at her booth.
Hi.
Why don't you go ahead and tell us about your pieces that you have here?
So my main thing is I like to make mosaics. I don't like to keep them flat. I do my best to add texture, depth, and I kind of just never stop.
Okay. And I see you have multiple pieces out here. Some actually have some 3D to them, like you built out the castle with the pirate ship there. Is that a theme? Did you just like pirates? Or?
It was a challenge that was out there. It was supposed to add pirates, castles, and space.
Okay.
I took the space out.
Okay. And how long have you been building?
I've been building for 4 years. I've been doing it like publicly, like on Instagram for 3.
Okay. And I see you have a thing that says Fredericksburg.
That was a commission for Bricks and Minifigs in Fredericksburg, Virginia. They just opened last month.
Yeah.
That will be on display there very shortly.
Okay. All right. And then here is your a diorama, I'm told, of your house.
Yeah.
Okay. What was the inspiration for building this?
I co-host a weekly event on Wednesdays where you build a scene with your signature figures. So that's me there. That's my sig fig. And so every week we share a scene with our sig fig, and I always get inspiration from life. So I just ended up building my rooms of my house.
Okay. And can you take us by these other dioramas?
Sure. This is just my favorite season, and it's another scene with me, and they're all me. This is my Lego room, a little bit cleaner than usual.
Okay, and do you use any design program to actually build out these?
Nope, these are all just from my brain. The Fredericksburg sign was designed first in studio from Bricklink, so that I could find all the parts and price it out.
Okay. I really like this now that I see it. This light one right here.
Thank you.
Is that actually, how do you get the light? Is that from the black light right there?
Yeah, that's just the wand there.
Okay, that's really nice. Actually, now that I see slide, is that what that's called?
Yes. Oh, yeah, definitely.
That's actually rather nice as well.
Another pattern interrupted.
Pattern interrupted, I like that. So, okay. Yeah, so that's it for Virginia Bricks. You can find her on Instagram.
Virginia_bricks.
Okay, so I just walked out of here, out of Brickfair. It's Sunday. It's going to be 10 till 2. Doors opened at 10. I got here a little after 10, so I spent 4 hours in there. It was really, really a great event. I talked to a lot of people, saw a lot of great sets, a lot of great builds. I'm really glad I came here. Got to see a lot of amazing builds. Talked to a lot of the builders. They were very friendly and nice, so that was very great. Facing this way.
What's up, gangster?
Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and see everyone next time.